Cristiano Ronaldo, Ten Hag dilemma is happening at United. Amidst them really having a meeting, they have not agreed on anything that is so much constructive onto this channel, which goes by names of the United Matters channel in there for you. Then De Jong still available, and Barcelona has really said he's available for sale. If at all he doesn't want to go, he needs to take a 50% pay cut in there for you if it's to stay at the side, which goes by the names of Barcelona in there for you. And the other story is all about Eriksen and Memphis Depay, all linked to Manchester United, but Eriksen has been unveiled today, and you guys have seen the story that I've really done in there for you. I'm sorry, my internet really broke off and I couldn't really proceed onto that video, but you guys, we have very many watching on this video, and I thought that you guys, we are really doing a great job in here onto this channel, which goes by names of United Matters channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here and daily. Today, there is something that just happened at United. You know it very well that Eriksen and Martinez were spotted traveling to Carrington, but all in all, United have unveiled Eriksen. Remember, they announced both of these deals that they had done and dusted. Medical has been passed in there for you, but we had not yet seen any of those players donned into the new jersey of United, both the home kit and the away kit. But today, they've shown us a player who goes by names of Eriksen, and I think you've seen all the photos in there for you. But as Eriksen comes in at United, there is something exciting you need to know about him. That's been reported by Statman Dave that this guy is really one of a kind. He says, since moving to Spurs in 2013, Eriksen has registered more assists from set pieces, 26, than any other Premier League player. You get? Oh my God. Oh my God. This guy is out of the ordinary. He's above the ordinary. I really like him. I really like the way he plays his games in there for you. He's really one of those that will always come in here and really hail day in, day out, because he is very much important to the side of United. And if at all you're having people who are good at hitting the ball, Harry Maguire, if at all Ronaldo stays, Varane, you get, which other players, Scott McTominay, Rashford, if at all they really train these set pieces well, I will believe that we can really break a lot of blocks into the teams you're going to play, because a set piece is always made nice, or that set piece delivery is always made nice, all on point by the player bringing or delivering that set piece in there for you. And after the set pieces, one thing you should know about Eriksen is that no player has created more chances into the Premier League than him, apart from Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne has registered how many assists? Kevin De Bruyne has registered 88 assists. And I think Eriksen has created like 66. You get? It means if at all he had not left the Premier League for some years, because he left in 2020 and he left for Inter Milan, I think he would have already surpassed Kevin De Bruyne, because this guy, he can average 10 assists a season. You get? Not even 10, because if I only count 66, that means 66. He played from 2013 and he left in 2020. Those are 7 seasons. Divide by 66. That means every game he averages close to 9, or every season averages 9 or 10. And that he was doing that at a club that was not playing as Erik ten Hag wants. But the way Erik ten Hag plays enables players like Eriksen to come in through and really do the needful and really serve that ball, and they really get results immediately. So I really believe that we've got in the player, and I found it very much important to play you this statistic on the screen, because you guys need to know which kind of player have we brought in and how good is he going to come in and improve the squad of Manchester United in the for you. Now, after that, talking Eriksen, smash the like video, smash the like button, comment and share. Let's get into the story that most of you are really wanting to know about, and that is Cristiano Ronaldo in the for you. We are having Simon Jones from the Mail. He's telling us that Ronaldo Cristiano joined his teammates plus new signings, Christian Eriksen and Lisandro Martinez, for over an hour as the manager and his staff debriefed what had gone on United's tour of Thailand and Austria in the for you. So Ronaldo, amidst talking to the board, Sir Alex Ferguson and Erik ten Hag, he joined his teammates before they really went to train in the for you. He joined Erik ten Hag because he had to brief all the players at once. This was done for none to really reveal exactly what has been taken from the meeting, because till now, we are having contradicting messages from what happened in the meeting in there for you. But him joining the training, and I don't think he trained, but him joining what we call his other teammates as they are briefed about what happened in the tour, it might be like a positive sign. But to me, I don't see it as something positive, because that can be done by anyone, right? It can be done by anyone. Reason being, Ronaldo really wants to leave United. That's it. So he just had to be there. Being there for an hour for Ronaldo, it's something okay. And because he's tied to a contract to Manchester United, and him flying to Manchester was an indicator that he's ready to come in and train with the team as his agent goes ahead to do the needful and really find him a way out of United in there for you. Then Simon Jones told us that United insist publicly that Ronaldo is not for sale and have dismissed the notion of extending his contract, then sending him on loan as nonsense in there for you. That is Simon Jones in there for you. So Simon Jones is telling us that United insist Ronaldo is not for sale, which is not true. I'm telling you this. However much they insist, the player and the agent want to go. So what are you going to do to them? Because the fact is, they want to go and play in Champions League football. They can't see themselves play in the UEFA Europa League when Messi is playing into the Champions League. That's really going to be one of the best moments that Messi fans will always go ahead and say, all right, the yardstick is simple. Messi is playing in the Champions League, scoring goals, and Ronaldo is scoring goals in the UEFA Europa League. That won't sound well into Ronaldo's ears. That's not music to the ears of Ronaldo. Ronaldo wants to go ahead and really go ahead and play out of the Champions League. Then Simon Jones is going to tell us that it's unlikely Cristiano Ronaldo will be available for United's game against Brighton. It will be doubtful if he even makes a behind closed door friendly against Chris Ham on Wednesday in the for you. So tomorrow United is having a closed door friendly against a team which goes by names of Chris Ham in the for you. Eric Ten Hag really wants this to see to it that some players that are returning from injury and the new signings really get used to their other fellow players in the for you. And you never know, he might really field in a team that is going to play against Atletico Madrid in the for you with people like Eriksson and Lisandro Martinez in there for you. But you're waiting to see what lineup is going to start tomorrow into that friendly of United versus Wrexham in there for you. But Ronaldo is out in there for you, and they don't expect him to even play part into the Brighton game in there for you, because he needs to train with the team and really be there. Obviously, Ronaldo is back. He's going to train with the team, but with his one of his foot in Manchester, the other on the exit door of Manchester, all in Madrid, because it's rumored that Madrid are really wanting to sign him in there for you. Then George Mendes, this is Simon Jones. George Mendes has been quoting Europe's top clubs regarding Cristiano Ronaldo, but there were no takers until Atletico Madrid swayed a little. They said they would consider it, but only if he can be delivered on cut price, salary, and no fee in there for you. Can you imagine? And no fee? How can United let Ronaldo live without no fee? We have to go ahead and really get man out of him because he's tied on a contract. So this is where everything of Ronaldo is becoming hard. It's becoming hard for Ronaldo to leave United because no suitable suitor will meet the price that United wants. Obviously, the board will tell Ronaldo that obviously we've given you a chance to leave and we've given you a chance to really get a team, but no team is interested in you. No team wants you. Why not stay here? So I think Ronaldo is getting a humiliation of his entire life. And by the end of this Ronaldo story, you're going to get to know that Ronaldo is really humiliating himself more and more and more. Then Paul Hurst is a reporter for The Times covering Manchester United. In other words, is a United correspondent for The Times. He has said United remain committed to keeping Ronaldo. Obviously, they want to keep him, but does he want to stay? If at all he really gets a genuine offer, will Ronaldo stay? That's it. So I don't see Ronaldo playing in the UEFA Europa League. I don't see him. Ronaldo does still want to leave, but he wouldn't refuse to play for Eric Ten Hag in there for you. So in this story brought us by Grammy Bailey of the 90 More Football in there for you, he's telling us that Ronaldo still wants to leave. That's a constant. He still wants to leave. But the reason as to why he's not leaving is no suitable suitor has been really shown himself or availed himself for Ronaldo. That's it. But if at all Ronaldo gets any team that says, Ronaldo, we are taking you, he will obviously tell United, please, let me go. And he's here to play cat and mouse game. To be at United, as his agent really continues to go ahead and really look for another suitor that's going to take him in there for you. But he won't refuse to play for for Erik ten Hag. That's obvious because he's tied to a contract at United. That's it. So that's what Ronaldo is telling us. One of the options being discussed today was Ronaldo leaving United on loan in there for you. If Manchester United ever does this, to let Ronaldo on loan out, it would have really deteriorated its respect and reputation over the world. If you tie Ronaldo in a contract and you let them go, such that when we play in Champions League next season, he comes back, then we are no longer a big club. A big club doesn't do things like that. How do you do such a thing to a player who is 37 years of age? Why don't you let him go? Obviously, he's not having any suitor that is wanting him. He just wants to go in and really do this because he knows that he can play with Sporting Lisbon. He can find a team that is second tier, and that will facilitate his loan because that will facilitate his move. Reason being, United will be paying half of his wages. You know that very well, and the other team will be paying half of his wages. That's it. That's what he wants because he knows that his wages are so much huge and astronomical for other teams to come in here and pay. And El Patrazodowi Patizakop, in the for you, name is very much complicated, has told us that Jorge Mendes has asked United to renew Ronaldo's contract and loan him out this season. You see, they know that the main reason as to why teams don't want to really take Ronaldo is that because of his astronomical wages. You get, that's the problem. And now they came with an offer on table that, please Ronaldo, stay United player. He wants to play in the Champions League, obviously. You're not in the Champions League. Extend his contract. You get, then loan him out. So, guys, who is benefiting from this? It's not United. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. You get? So, Jorge Mendes and his team is acting that United needs more Ronaldo, that Manchester United needs Ronaldo a lot than Ronaldo needs us. And trust me, as things stand, Ronaldo will know that United doesn't need him and it's him that needs United because it's the only big team in the world that is willing to stay with him and have him. No big team in the world is willing to have Ronaldo with him. That's it. So, guys, don't tell us that nonsense. It's nonsense. And if Ronaldo wants to go, let him be sold. No loan. If Ronaldo was to leave on loan, United wouldn't want him to sign a 1-year contract extension in there for you. So, these are all statements that are contradicting themselves. One thing, if you're a businessman, if you're a businessman and you have a product like Ronaldo, what's best for you? I think the best for United is to let Ronaldo go if at all he wants. Ronaldo has failed to get a suitable suitor to take him. The reason being, he is on big wages, fat wages. A sign-on fee would be needed by Ronaldo and his agent. They put a lot of requests onto the table when you are going to sign Ronaldo. Obviously, even every shirt that you sell, Ronaldo has a percentage on every shirt that you sell. Is it 1% or 2%? So that's Ronaldo for you. So he's too expensive to maintain. And Jorge Mendes knows that. No club can now sign Ronaldo, and they will believe that he's old and he's expensive. If he was cheap to maintain, very many clubs would have taken Ronaldo, but he's expensive to maintain. United is paying him close to £500,000 a week. So if he takes off that 25%, that means he's going to be earning £350,000 a week at United. Now, if United is to pay half of his wages, that is £175,000 a week. Even the other team will go in and really pay that amount of money, of which United won't allow to pay 50% because he's doing nothing for them. What they'll tell the team, pay him all that amount of money. That's what United wants, because that's what they did to Antoine Martial when he was going to Sevilla. So if they did to Antoine Martial when he was going to Sevilla and they paid £250,000 a week to Antoine Martial, do you expect them to go ahead and really bend low to a team that is taking Ronaldo, that they're giving him a loan? I doubt United will allow this to happen. It will either stay or get a permanent person to really take you out in there for you. And this is the last nail into the coffin of Ronaldo. I don't know whether this president is serious, but this is what we've been told, that Enrique Serrazo, this is the Atletico Madrid he's not the vice president, he's the president of Atletico Madrid. He said, I don't know who invented the story of Ronaldo, but it's practically impossible for him to come to Atletico de Madrid. So, his move to Atletico Madrid has been ruled out by the president of Atletico Madrid. That means Ronaldo has no options. That's it. That's why they came back at United very much humbled to negotiate a deal of a loan, because they knew that everything they've been discussing with Atletico Madrid had failed. No team is going to take Ronaldo to pay him, especially for those teams that he really wants to go on and play. And even the others, that the second tier, can they really handle the price at which, or the salary of Ronaldo and how expensive he is? That's it. So this is what makes Ronaldo's deal very, very difficult to handle right at the moment in time. Now, as things stand, the only team that can house Ronaldo is Manchester United. And I really believe that all these stories are being reported. I've not seen any credible journalist coming in really and giving us a story. I want to hear Fabrizio Romano telling us what really took place in the meeting. I want to hear David Austin telling us what took place in the meeting. I want to see a United correspondent like Samuel Lucas, James Docker, there is Laurie Whitwell for you. I want to see such credible journalists coming in through and really telling us what came out of the meeting, being briefed by the club. You get? I want to hear I want to hear Rob Dawson from ESPN. I want to hear James Robson from Goal. Those correspondents that have been so close to the club. And to show you that these things are delicate, nothing has been let out by any credible source from the club. Nothing. That means the club has not briefed anyone on this. It shows you that this club is really on the winning side. Ronaldo is left with no option. And there is a dilemma between him and Ten Hag that you want to go, no one wants to take you. Ten Hag is telling him, please stay here because we love you in here for you. So lots of things are happening in between Ronaldo and United. And I really felt like if at all Ronaldo had really come out to say that he's leaving, that story was going to be let out today and Eriksen would have been unveiled. But the unveiling of Eriksen shows you that Ronaldo is going to stay at United. That's it. I really feel it. Why? If at all Ronaldo was going to go, they would have really let that news out that Ronaldo has parted ways with United and he wants to be sold. Then they would have really covered it up with the unveiling of Eriksen and Lisandro Martinez. You get? That's what United would have done. But if at all they really started to unveil Eriksen, that means there is positivity that Ronaldo is going to stay. And reason why he's staying is not because he wants to be here, but because he has failed to get a suitable suitor to go and really pay for his services in there for you, because it's expensive and his age is a doubt to very many clubs in there for you at a side which goes by the names of Ronaldo and George Mendes. So that's the standard of Ronaldo. Things are not going well for Ronaldo in there for you, and the dilemma is that at Manchester United, Ronaldo himself is in dilemma, Ten Hag is in dilemma, United is in dilemma. So we are waiting to see what a reliable source close to the club is going to tell us tomorrow in there for you. And they're going to tell us what really came out of the meeting that Ronaldo really was in with the club in the for you. Let's leave that story of Ronaldo and let's get into this. Frenkie De Jong will have to adopt to Barcelona's new salary, lower his salary if he ends up staying. The club has also informed this to the player already. That's it. Now, Barcelona has made it clear to Frenkie De Jong that he has two paths: accept the salary reduction or leave because his wages are unsustainable by the club. So that's what I've told you, that De Jong still a variable into the title. Reason being, obviously, by telling us this, it's an indicator that the lad is still a variable and Barcelona have given him two options. Now, I don't believe that De Jong is really going to go ahead and really decide to really take a pay cut. That's it. Because if that was the case, he would have really done that already. This is not the first time they're telling him to really take a pay cut. It's going like 2-3 weeks. Fabrizio Romano has constantly come on and told us that the De Jong camp has no interest in doing a pay cut because they demand Barcelona 70 million euros. And they've not yet paid them the money. Then, on what grounds would they trust Barcelona again? Because they trusted it in the first scenario, and Barcelona betrayed them. So the relationship for really doing a pay cut is off. That failed. You get? So as we speak now, De Jong is telling Barcelona, get me my money. Get me my money. That's what he's really telling them, that please get me my money in there for you. And if at all you don't get me my money, I'm not leaving. So we know that De Jong is being held to a long stay at Barcelona, that he would love to be there, but the situation right now does not favor him to be there because he is demanding them 17 million euros. And that is really keeping him there. But I think he already said, he already knows that he's not wanted, because how do you get one of the best midfielders in the world from the midfield and then play him the central defense? That's appalling. That's really diabolical. You cannot come in here and play him that side. It's very bad. Then Frenkie De Jong has different offers on the table, although the one that has gained the most strength in recent weeks is a possible departure to Manchester United. So very many options up for Frenkie De Jong in there for you. Chelsea wants him, and very many other teams will always want to really get this man who goes by names of Frenkie De Jong in there for you. But the only possible departure that has more strength is Manchester United in there for you. But I always stand on my feet, guys. There is no way United would have been chasing this deal of De Jong when they don't have a green light from the player and the agent. Ask yourself, I've heard people saying that Barcelona approached United and offered De Jong to Manchester United. Do you think the best teams where Barcelona could offer the Frenkie De Jong is United? That was not even in the Champions League. You know that very well. You get? So, it's like this. Towards March, I think towards mid-March, towards the end of March, United announced Erik ten Hag as the manager, and that's when we got linked to Frenkie De Jong. The fact is, in the players United were scouting, they never had Frenkie De Jong. In the midfielders, they had Ruben Neves, Yefis Bissouma, Declan Rice, and Calvin Phillips. Those were the four midfielders United was scouting before Erik ten Hag came in. Now, when Ten Hag came in through, he really told them that there is a player available that the club doesn't want and feels like can come in at Manchester United. That's when United jumped onto this deal. And I'm 100% sure Erik ten Hag talks with De Jong, and he knows that De Jong is coming to Manchester United. De Jong is coming to Manchester United. The reason is simple. If they pay him his money, he will obviously really leave majestically and come to United. You get? So, there is no way Ten Hag wouldn't have been going in for another midfielder, because he knows he needs another midfielder. That's why Fabrizio told us that Frenkie De Jong is plan A, B, and C for Erik ten Hag. So, if the manager is that confident, that means he has a reason that is really tying himself on Frenkie De Jong. He has an assurance from Frenkie De Jong and the agent that we are coming to your side. So, even if there are very many other teams that are really interested in De Jong, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of this. I'm 100% sure that Frenkie De Jong, if he's to leave Barcelona, of which his departure is possible, and that's why they've told you that the only move that has gained strength in the recent weeks is a possible departure to Manchester United in the for you. And that's why I really believe that is going to happen. And Chelsea has really has a failed relationship right now with Barcelona. Barcelona took away Rafinha. They took away Jules Koundé. You get? Now they're having a grudge. Chelsea doesn't want to sell Azpilicueta and Marcos Alonso to Barcelona. So, obviously, Barcelona wants the money, and they would like to sell the player to a team that they have already agreed personal terms with, and everything is put on paper. 75 million euros guaranteed fee and 10 million euros as add-ons. So I really believe that this deal of Frenkie De Jong is going to come to happening either for you. And we're having Helena Condis in there for you. This one is from Barcelona, close source Barcelona in there for you, and he's telling us that Barcelona have given Frenkie De Jong an ultimatum. accept a salary cut or leave the club. You get? Now, Sports Witness have told us that despite this threat, the club will have to pay everything they owe if he decides to stay in there for you. So, when you look at things as a standing, they're really getting complicated. Barcelona have put out a condition for De Jong to go or leave, and they're telling him, if you are to stay, take a pay cut, of which he's not going to take a pay cut. Even Fabrizio I saw him yesterday on his podcast, he told us that he is not leaving, he's not willing to take his pay cut, and the only way they're going to really let this all done is to let him leave, but they have to first pay him his money. And Ten Hag knows it well that the deferred wages of Frenkie De Jong are the ones that are really lagging his move to United in there for you. So that's what I heard about Frenkie De Jong in there for you. And lastly, let me do this story of Memphis Depay. This is one of the players that was at United, brought in by Louis van Gaal, but never really hit the ceiling. He never hit the ground running at United, and he never hit even 30% of what we expected to offer at United in the for you. So Fabrizio Romano has told us today on the Here We Go podcast that there is no contact between Manchester United and Memphis Depay. There is no contact. That means United has not even gone any step to really sign Memphis Depay from Barcelona. He's not among the options that Erik ten Hag wants as striking options at United in the for you. So that is Fabrizio Romano coming there and promising and telling us the truth that it's not happening. No contact. And obviously he's one of the biggest transfer gurus in there for you. He's an expert in there for you. Transfer football expert all over the world. And when he tells you something, believe it, because everything he tells us comes to happening in there for you. But Memphis Depay has fallen out of the picking order at Barcelona after the arrival of Aubameyang and Lewandowski now. So they are going to get shirt number 9 from him and give it to Lewandowski. That's one of the signs that we no longer need at the club. And they've told him that, please, you are okay to get yourself a move elsewhere. So it looked like it was the agent of Memphis Depay trying to really push this move, because it's known everywhere that United are really lacking a striker. And therefore, they need a striker. To me, I really believe that even if Ronaldo stays, we need another one, because I remember when way back in United, we used to be having 4 strikers. At a time, we had Teddy Sheringham, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and Deco and Dwight York, 4 centre forwards. At a time, we had Alex Tevez, Berbatov, Wayne Rooney, and Louis Saha in the same team. That is United in there for you. We really had, I think, we time when having Berbatov, Wayne Rooney, Robin Van Persie, and who else? Chicharito. You get, by the way, when Chicharito was here, almost had 5 strikers. So I really believe that we need another striker. We need to be having 2 pairs of strikers at United in the for you that will come in and really raise the level to the next level you're expected to be in the for you. So guys, feel free to let me know what you think about Memphis Depay. Those who really wanted him to come at Manchester United, for me, I was okay with him returning, because at least I really believe he has improved as a player. But Fabrizio has told us that United is nowhere near talks of Memphis Depay. Ronaldo dilemma and Ten Hag dilemma continuing at Manchester United. Tell me what you think about what I've told you about stories that have so far come out of Ronaldo's dialoguing with United on the board. Then, Christian Eriksen, you've heard his stats. What do you have to say about it? Then the main man, Frenkie De Jong, Barcelona have told him that, please, you either take a pay cut or, have you heard that? You either take a pay cut or you do what? Or you depart Barcelona in there for you. But will Frenkie De Jong take a pay cut to start Barcelona? Yet Xavi has told him that I see you as a central defender, not a midfielder. Don't you think that is an embarrassment to Frenkie De Jong, a player that we know that is one of the best central midfielders in the world? Can you compare Pedri and Gavi to the talent of Frenkie De Jong? Obviously, these ones are young. They've not yet hit 20. They might be having a better ceiling. But right now, if you're having Frenkie De Jong, Pedri, and Gavi, who do you pick first into your midfield to play alongside Sergio Busquets? Obviously, it's Frenkie De Jong. So I will believe that Xavi has already sent us a message that we want him out of this club. And obviously, he's not wanted anymore at a side which goes by the names of Barcelona, and United are pushing hard to bring him in here. And Erik ten Hag has told the people at United that he's my plan A, B, and C as far as the central midfielder is concerned at Manchester United. All right, your reactions are welcome. I sign out for now. See you later. Smash the like button, comment and share. Is this the last story of the day? Let's wait and see whether we'll do one more in late night. I'm out.